Hello, welcome to another morning tarot. I hope everyone's having a really lovely day. And today it is the second in the Suit of Wands sort of little series that I'm doing. Oh, there's an ice cream van in the background, I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, so we're setting off today with the Five of Wands. Now, quite often I think when you look at fives in the tarot, they have an element of kind of competitiveness and competition, and at some point hopefully I'll get around to doing actual kind of like a numerology, looking at the different sort of suits and the different numbers and how they all kind of correspond and what the numbers actually bring to them. So just as a little remembrance, if anyone has watched the Sword series, that's the Five of Swords. I just want you to have a kind of a look at the similarity in idea between these. So with the Five of Swords, you have this situation where there's obviously been some kind of competition and things have gone a bit wrong and somebody's taken things too far and people have got hurt and there's been kind of a lot of drama and negativity in a lot of ways around that situation. Now, looking at the Five of Wands, you're also looking at a situation here where there is an element of competition, but it's a very, very different feeling to the Swords. So with the Wands here, you're looking at a very busy situation. When this card comes up in a spread, I think of someone who is very busy, who has a lot going on. There's a lot of different people, there's a lot of different ideas. All these figures here are kind of fighting, but it's like a play fighting. I look at this and I think of play fights. I think of like a real competition with a good spirit behind it. There are people around you that you can learn from, that make you stronger, that you're bouncing ideas off, that maybe you might be slightly butting heads with, but the more you do that and the more you interact with people and the more stuff that's going on around you and kind of the more you engage in this sort of healthy competitive environments where you're kind of, it's like looking at a situation where there are people who keep you on your toes. So you're looking at a situation where people are very much keeping you on your toes. You know, you can't get lazy, you can't sort of let things drop because there's always somebody there who's like vying with you. It makes me think of when I was at school. I used to have like two best friends, and me and my two best friends were always competing with each other to get like the highest score in tests and things, and it was like really nothing mean or horrible about it, but what happened in that situation is because we all really wanted to be just get that 1/2 point more than the other person, we actually motivated each other and we drove each other to do better because we had that sort of that motivation behind what we were doing. It's like, you know, which of us is going to come out on top today? And so it really was using the energy of that sort of competitive, busy atmosphere to kind of push yourself and drive yourself so that you achieve more. So it's like bouncing your energy off other people's energy here and really letting other people's energy sort of bolster yours and push yours up and retain that spirit of fun, because again all the wands are showing this sort of these springs and these shoots, so it's creative. And if you look at all the figures who are doing this kind of like play fighting and bouncing off each other, they're all dressed very, very differently in different colours and different patterns. So these are people with different characters and different personalities, possibly from different places, all coming together and sort of really bouncing off each other and driving each other forward and sort of motivating each other to do better. The Six of Wands is like, it's such a victory card. I look at this card and I just think victory is mine. The wreath around the head and the wreath displayed up here on the wand of the central figure, it is a victory thing. You know, it's the wreath of victory, wearing the victory wreath around the head. So you're looking at somebody who is going to succeed or has had a success or is in the mode of success. And you know, there's all the people in the background here that have also kind of got their wands up, but the person that's being represented is seated astride a horse. They are higher, they've raised higher than the others. So this is somebody who really has achieved and has like come out on top in a situation, and who is sort of who's done better, who's got the better score, who is sort of like the winner in a way, but in a nice way, because this is like a victory parade. Everyone has won, everyone is proud of each other. It's almost like a graduation with a, is it valedictorian that you guys say in the US or something? You know, the person who's really been marked out as someone who's achieved. So this is a card of achievement. I think that this card also shows that this person is very proud of what they've done, and it's sort of reminding you that it's okay to succeed and it's okay to do well, and when that happens, enjoy it. If it's your success, celebrate your success, feel proud of what you've done, you know, display your pride in yourself and in your work and in what you've achieved, because you've earned it. And it's not always a bad thing to be able to say, you know what, I'm really proud of me, I've done really well, I'm going to celebrate. And I think that the really nice thing about this is it's the idea that everybody is celebrating. Nobody is miserable, nobody feels kind of resentful at all. So there's really kind of a good, from this idea of this, like, you know, it's like competition and pushing each other to do better and driving and motivating each other, you get to a situation where there has been a success, and you might be the figure who has actually really done the best and achieved the most, and be proud of it and enjoy your success and celebrate your success. And if this doesn't represent the person that you're reading for, if this represents somebody else, then it's saying, you know, be proud of someone in your life and be proud of their success and celebrate it, and don't use somebody else's success as a means to make you feel bad about yourself. So if somebody around you has had a really good success, don't sit there and think, oh, they're doing so well, I want to be pleased for them, but it just makes me feel like I'm not doing very well. And then you feel resentful, and then you feel down, and you want to be happy for them, but you know, it's like using that as a mirror to make you feel like you're not as successful. It's really saying to you, don't do that. Celebrate your own success and celebrate the successes of other people, and just be proud of them. You know, it's trying to pushing this positive vibration around achievement, whether it's your achievement, whether it's somebody else's achievement. Enjoy it. And the third one we're looking at today is the Seven of Wands. Now the Seven of Wands has a kind of a different energy to it than the couple of cards that we've looked at preceding it. So when looking at the Seven of Wands, we're kind of looking at a situation where somebody is on top. They've had their competition, they've been driven to succeed, they've come out, they've done very well, victory, success is theirs. And when you're successful at something, and when you do very well at something, often you can't afford to rest on your laurels. You've still got to keep working. And so this card, I think, for me is about remembering that it's great to succeed and it's great to have a success, but you've still got to work hard to stay on top. You've still got to work hard to be good at what you do. And this is somebody who is, I mean, this person is on the high ground. It's almost like there are people holding wands that are kind of like jabbing at them a little bit from below, and this person's sort of fending them off with their own wand. So this is somebody who is in a strong position, who has kind of got the high ground in a situation. But when you're on top, you gotta fight to stay on top. You can't just go, oh, hooray, I'm on top, great, that worked out, and then stop working. You've still got to keep putting forth the effort. You've still got to keep putting forth the energy, and you've still got to keep going, because in a lot of situations in life, there are always people waiting in the wings to take your place. So unless you continue to work hard and you continue to put forth effort and you continue to be the best that you can be in a situation, if you just get lazy and you think you don't have to try anymore, then it's a mistake, because there's always people waiting and waiting to take your place. And you know, there's always somebody one step below you on the ladder who wants to get to where you are, and you should be striving to go even further yourself. So I think this card says, don't be lazy, don't rest on your laurels. Remember that even if things are going very well for you, you still have to put forth that effort, because there will be people around you who, I don't think there's anything in this that suggests people want to see you fail, but there are people around you who will see your success and they will want to emulate your success and they will want to be like you. And so they're always going to be there, and you've got to maintain that focus and you've got to maintain that effort to stay on top, to be sort of number one in whatever situation you're looking at. So hopefully that makes sense. Well, everybody have a really great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.